Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven aka Storm and we are back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish the Mighty Battle Lizard here in the Vardenfell, which is the Morrowind DLC. And we did a little bit of overtime on Friday where we did this public dungeon, got that out of the way. And today we're going to go ahead and continue on with the main quest. So we're going to be going to Divine Delusions. So I need to find the Way Shrine, which is like right over here. We also picked up a couple more rubbings on Friday, and we also got another Sky Shard as well. So, made a little bit of progress, not a whole lot. I only had about an hour to stream. I was feeling pretty tired too, so I wasn't going to make it through the entire stream. My friend said she sent me a video on Facebook, but it doesn't seem like it's come through yet, so. Well, here's a quest for this area. We better pick this up too while we're in the area.
A fellow outsider in this inhospitable sea of ash. I wonder if we might help each other.
Perhaps.
Drelth Hileron of House Redoran at your service. And though I doubt I'll be very useful here, this is Ashlander country and they've made it clear I'm not welcome. It's my fault, really. I made a mess of their customs when I arrived.
What happened?
I'm researching for my family's ancestral tomb, you see. My research led me here, to Aldrin. It's hard to believe, but I think my family may have settled here for a time. When I arrived, I immediately started asking questions. I was overzealous.
So now they refuse to help you?
Unfortunately, yes. I wonder if we might aid each other. Despite my missteps, I do know a great deal about Ashlander culture. I could help you earn their favor. In return, you could find out if they know anything about my family's tomb.
That sounds fair.
First, pay respect to Farseer Quanta. She walks the Red Path this year, and it's customary to wish her well. Request to take part in the offering to the first Ashkans. Do that, and you should be able to ask their wise woman about the tomb.
Where can I find Farseer Katama?
You'll see a great bonfire in the middle of the camp. She'll be there. Look for the woman with the blindfold.
A blindfold?
Part of the ritual honoring her ascension from Farseer to Wise Woman. The Wise Woman guides the Ashlands on matters of faith. Even the Ashkans defer to them. The blindfold represents the need to look beyond what the eyes can see.
Why are so many Ashlanders here?
The annual pilgrimage to honor the fall of Scar, the great Emperor Crab. The Ashlanders claim their ancestors united to bring the beast down. They gather here to celebrate the victory and bring offerings to the cairns of the first Ashkans.
First Ashkans?
Fathers of the 4 largest Ashlander tribes. Long ago, they united the Velothi people under one banner to kill Scar. The tribes often quarrel, but during a celebration they greet each other as friends. I wish the houses had such a custom.
You went to the Lost Tomb?
Yes, the Hileron ancestral tomb. My family's crypt has been lost for centuries. Most of my kinsmen gave up searching for it decades ago. They assume it's been destroyed or lies too deeply buried, but I remain optimistic.
How did the search bring you here?
I discovered a tablet hidden away in an ancient Velothi temple. It contained a cryptic reference to my family. In the shadow of Scar, we found our home. The Ashlanders call the last Emperor Crab Scar, so the tomb must be nearby.
Why do you think the Ashlanders might know where it is?
The tribes gather here every year beneath Scar to pay tribute to the first Ashkans. Do you know the old Velothi saying, all stones speak the truth? Well, no one knows these stones better than the Ashlanders.
I did not know that, but now I do. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and proceed up into the camp. Go ahead and do this real quick. I forgot how annoying moving around this camp can be.
prayers won't
Outlander,
shut up
quickly!
about you.
This way!
Siren, yeah.
I've been thinking about my brother's claim that he's the Nerevarine since we last spoke. No matter how I try, the word tastes false on my tongue. And now I fear he's about to convince the wise woman that his quest for power will benefit the tribes.
What can I do to help?
My brother is respected and revered. He has allies in all of the tribes, not to mention his personal Red Exiles. We have to proceed with caution. Respect the Ashlander customs and traditions. Anything else will lead to violence and bloodshed.
So, what do we do?
We talked to my brother. Tried to convince him this isn't the way. Barring that, we make sure the wise woman doesn't get drawn into his madness. Whatever Chodala says or does, don't attack him. We don't need a war between the houses and the Ashlanders.
I'll follow your lead.
The wise woman. I was hoping she'd be here.
You're too late, dear sister. Despite your protestations, the wise woman has gone to the cave of the incarnate to confirm my claim.
Brother, do you really want to pursue this dangerous course?
There was a time when you gave me your unconditional support, Saren. I miss those days.
My brother Chodala is about to do something foolish and dangerous. But by dusk and dawn, Azura put you and I on the same path for a purpose. Just hope we have enough time.
What's Chodala going to do?
He's about to claim the title of the Nerevarine and try to unite the Ashlander tribes gathered here. He already convinced the Red Exiles to support him. He's using them to intimidate the other tribes. If he persuaded the Wise Woman to his cause...
Tell me about the Wise Woman.
Wise Woman Dovrasi, the most respected counselor and spirit guide this side of Red Mountain. She went to the Cavern of the Incarnate to meditate on Chodala's claim. If she confirms my brother's assertion, the tribes will follow wherever he leads.
We need to talk to the Wise Woman.
Agreed. But I dare not leave Chodala alone with the tribes. I feel the hand of Azura in all this. Go to the Cavern of the Incarnate and talk to the Wise Woman. I'll stay here and try to keep things under control until you return.
I'll head for the Cavern of the Incarnate.
The cavern's to the northeast of Aldrin, on the other side of the mountain. Hopefully, the rumbling and lava won't slow you down too much. Get to the cavern and talk to the Wise Woman. If she accepts Chodala's claim about the Nerevarine...
What's the Cavern of the Incarnate?
My brother isn't the first to believe he's Nerevar returned. All of the previous failed incarnates rest within the cavern. A statue of Azura watches over them as they await the arrival of the true Nerevarine.
Tell me more about the Nerevarine.
Azura proclaimed that someday, Indorel Nerevar, a hero from our ancient past, would return to unite the Dark Elves and right the wrongs of Nirn. We call the returned incarnate the Nerevarine. My brother Chodala believes that he's Nerevar reborn.
What's the Cavern of the Incarnate?
My brother isn't the first to believe he's Nerevar returned. All of the previous failed incarnates rest within the cavern. A statue of Azura watches over them as they await the arrival of the true Nerevarine.
You don't agree with your brother?
When Chodala became a Gulakan, a champion of our people,
Hey.
I supported him. When he stepped forward as Ashkan, leader of our tribe, I was at his side. But this new claim, it comes with strange powers and talk of war. I can't support those things.
Welcome to both of you. We have both Joe and we have the Edge experience in the chat with us today. How you doing, Edge, and how you doing, Joe?
She won't refuse my claim. Just in case, make sure the Red Exiles are ready.
Your word is law, Nerevarine.
Oh dear.
Your footsteps are as loud as a coyote's. What is it you want, Outlander?
I've come to pay my respects, Farseer.
Have you now? Then you have my thanks, and my curiosity also. Outsiders rarely show us such respect. When they do, it is always because they want something. What do you want, I wonder?
Only your blessing to participate in honoring the first Ashcons.
Remarkable. You would honor our ancestors. Very well. I give you my blessing. You hesitate. Shall I explain the custom? Each of the 4 great tribes seek a unique and worthy offering. You must place the gift at the foot of each Ashcan's cairn.
What offering should I bring to each cart?
For Ahemusa, an ashen fern. For Erebininsum, the weapon of an exile slain by your hand. For Urshilaku, the bones of a Gwar returned to ash. And for Zainab, the hidden treasure of a Kwama queen. We will see how much fire you hold in your heart.
I heard you're becoming a wise woman.
Yes, though becoming is a clumsy word for it. Every daughter of Velar has worth. When we learn to speak with our water tongue and read the truth in the stones, we also learn the truth of our hearts. The truth is, we have been wise all along.
That's deep. That's really deep. Something I need to check real quick. Did I already have that one? Yeah, I don't need to get that one. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I didn't need to get that rubbing that's on the way. So, all right, let's go get these materials. We'll do the. We'll work our way around the coast, and we will get to that quest. I don't know if we'll get there this session. It may be next session before we get there. Glad to hear you're both doing great. Like Joe knows, I had a horrible sleep last night. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Saturday night. I just cannot sleep right on Saturday night into Sunday morning. I don't know what the problem is, but like I said, I don't really have this problem any other day of the week. It's just this day, for some reason, I don't know. Man, somebody just came through here and killed all the Red Exiles. I'm sure we've done this to plenty of people in the past ourselves, so this is fair's fair. Well, let's not wait around here for them to respawn. I feel like that would just end up being a waste of our time if we did. I forget how to get around this place. It's been a hot minute since I last did this. Hey, welcome to the stream. I still haven't gotten your video yet. Facebook is being really slow. Ow! That's one. Alright, that's two of the items down that we need. Woohoo! I forgot that was a restricted area, whoops. Alright, so we got the fern. Let's go ahead and get that scuttle next. For glory. Not gonna do for glory. At least not yet. We're not that desperate for content yet. There's a rubbing around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go get that scuttle now. Or cuddle, not scuttle, sorry. I wonder if cuddle is related to cuttlefish at all. llamas. Yeah, so they're nice and friendly right now, but they ain't gonna be nice and friendly on the way back out, so. Okay, they're not all nice and friendly. Alright, we got the offerings. Let's get out of here, and once we get out of here, we're going to go ahead and pop over and do that next part of the quest with Narcissus Dren, since we're in the area. May as well. I might have to take a moment, walk in the bathroom, and wash my face off. The sleepiness has hit me, even though I couldn't get back to sleep when I tried earlier, so. We'll see. I may have to just take a quick step into the bathroom and wash my face real quick. Alright. Let's just pop over and help out Narcissus Dren real quick. As much as I dislike him, we should at least help him out. We should be the bigger lizard. Not saying that he's a lizard, because he's not, but I mean, he's kind of slimy and skeezy. I guess he could be a lizard. Find Narcissus Dren in the Ancestral Tomb. You need some wild orange. Yeah, you're probably right. I remember that stuff at camp sparked us right up. It's like, woo.
Hello? Is someone out there? I seem to have locked myself in.
Not again. Narcissistren.
Who's out there? Oh, no, never mind. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. It's dark and it's cramped and it smells like an Argonian's arm.
Okay, I should definitely leave him in there now. How'd you get locked in there?
I recognize that voice. I knew you'd come and find me. For my current predicament, how was I supposed to know it was a trap? The door slammed shut and locked behind me. So, do a dark elf a favor and open the door like a good apprentice?
How do I open the door?
There's probably a button or something nearby. In my experience, there's always something pushable. I remember seeing great big symbols on plates along the wall. Try pushing a button that's divisible by 3. 3 has always been lucky for me.
Divisible by 3?
Now you're just trying to prolong my agony. Divisible by 3. Try pushing the 6th panel from the left, or the 3rd panel, or maybe the 8th panel. Any of the panels in a position that's divisible by 3.
8's not divisible by 3, you idiot. You know what?
Oh, something just shocked me.
Oh, there's more of that.
No! What are you doing out there? All right, that was just me.
Okay.
Another obstacle overcome by the great.
Did you enjoy that? Through your speakers for like I can't wait to be king of God. Oh God. Or I got a feeling. Ooh, yes. Some of the stuff we woke up to at camp.
I find that escaping from an ancient trap really gets the heart pumping, provided it doesn't take too long, of course. I couldn't have done it without your relatively minor contribution. Thank you.
Minor contribution. So, are you sure this is the tomb you were looking for?
Indeed, Veloth Tomb. Now we need to locate the hidden passages mentioned in the scroll, and the relics of Saint Veloth will be mine. To write about in my next book, of course. Stay close, apprentice. These tombs can be dangerous to the unwary.
What should we look for?
I couldn't tell you, but I work on an instinctual level. I know relics of historic value when I see them. Apprentice, you lead the way. I expect that locked door was the worst this tomb has in store for us. It's smooth sailing from here, I'm certain.
What about the hidden passages?
Ah, yes. The old scroll. It did mention hidden passages. That's what attracted me in the first place. So I'll look for relics and hidden passages, while you keep an eye out for any unexpected dangers. See? We make a great team, apprentice.
You think Saint Veloth is buried here?
Saint Veloth? Perhaps. It's more likely he's buried in his shrine in Deshan. This is the family tomb. Did I tell you my mother traces her lineage to this noble line? Whatever we're going to find, it won't happen if we keep standing here. So...
Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know that this was an option. I spoke with Saint Veloth's spirit in Deshan.
And I've chatted with the shade of my great-aunt Ativinia. She was as unpleasant in death as she was in life. Is there a point to regaling me with the story of your minor exploits?
Just that the shrine contains the saint's bones and other relics.
Of course it did. Probably had his preserved toe for good measure. I'm not interested in bones. I'm looking for blessed relics sent as gifts to his beloved family. Heirlooms they buried with him in this tomb. Can we get to the exploring now, please?
All right, let's look around. I like that. My character was like, you know, I don't think there's going to be anything here. And he's like, I don't want to hear it.
This might be Veloth's long sought-after right pauldron.
Oh my God. You are reaching, Narcissus.
Remarkable hanging. Early Second Era, perhaps?
It's ripped to pieces.
Ah, the main chamber must be down these stairs. Now, this is a burial chamber. We just need to find the entrance to the hidden passages. According to the old scroll, there's a secret entrance that leads to the hidden passages somewhere in this chamber.
Yep. Best day of my life, followed by one of the kids putting it, or one of the kids covering their heads with a blanket and burrowing in so deep that you have to literally pick them up off the bunk and shake them out of the blankets. I've only ever seen that happen once, and I was not the one who did it. How did you find that secret entrance? The secret entrance.
I don't see any obvious lever or switch. That's too bad. Examine anything that looks unusual. That heart, for instance. That's an odd accoutrement for a burial chamber. I also spot an old tome strategically placed for our reference. Interesting.
Why am I examining the unusual items exactly?
I need to supervise. You are my apprentice, after all. Now get down there and find the hidden passage. Only the richest, most well-to-do families could afford to hide their true resting places so that no one could disturb or defile them. Imagine.
Actually not. I mean, I won't lie that I had my trouble getting him out of bed, but it never got to the point where we had to like shake him awake. He typically woke up on his own. Though this was at Camp Freedom where this happened. But aren't we disturbing them?
Historical research isn't defilement, it's enriching the knowledge of future generations. My calling is noble and above reproach. It says so in my very first book. Now go find that entrance.
Alright, let's look at this book. Conveniently placed book. Honored Ancestors. Alright, La Ralla Villa. La Ralla Veloth, fair-faced, kind of heart, and keen of mind, she ruled the Veloth family for more than 100 years.
The inscription on the pedestal might reveal something.
Yeah. Prosperity and peace she brought through 3 unions. The tribunal graced her with youth and beauty for all her long life. Her grace reflected only good upon the family name. Ordale Veloth, the master archer of Molag Omur, with honor and strength and a bow blessed by Almalexia, he held the pass near Lake Nabia for 9 days, cursed by the Slode who brought him to his end. Oh my goodness, 9 days he held the pass by himself with just a bow? That's pretty cool. Valine Veloth, weep not for Valine Veloth. She toasted her enemies after battles waged. Her hand promised to the man who killed her father. She stood as poison ran through her veins. No muscle or movement betrayed her, watching as they all toasted her in kind, and fell poisoned to the last, with a smile as she dropped her cup, and at last fell herself. Good gracious. Emlise Veloth fed the family and retainers of the Veloth line through the long year of the Great Hunger. He told to nourish the bodies of kith and kin. No meat or wheat passed his lips until everyone else ate their fill. When the rains came, he laid down his sacrifice of nourishment and honor, and the crops blossomed and fed our people. Okay. The harp is silent as brave heart stands guard over 4 vigilant souls. Honor their memories with offerings true. Lilith Veloth, her kindness and grace reflected good upon her family's name. Master Archer toasted enemies to death and hers, nourished all but himself during the hungry year. Okay. So, the hand mirror, the ancient arrow, sack of grain, which I don't know how that's still intact, and the ornate goblet. Okay, so first things first, Lyra is the hand mirror.
The brazier ignited. That's a good sign.
Under is the archer. So you get the arrow.
You're a natural. Although I suppose my mentoring has honed your talent.
Let's see. Valine gets the goblet.
to see the ancestors are materializing. I find ghosts to be rather boorish. Oh, well done. Perhaps I should charge for my tutelage.
Perhaps I should charge you. Well, that did it.
We did it! On to the Undertomb, apprentice. No dawdling, apprentice.
Joe, can I shove my staff up where the sun doesn't shine? It would be really easy. No one would know. It's just the two of us down here. And the chicken, for the chicken won't talk.
Isn't it exciting? We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than 100 years. This will definitely get an entire chapter in my next book.
You're right. Hidden patches led to an older section of the tomb.
And that surprises you. Haven't you read my books? This is very similar to that time I heard of the secret chambers of the Master Thief of Elsewhere. A pity my apprentice on that excursion refused to heed my advice. Walked right into a nasty trap.
What do you suggest we do next?
We search. You lead the way, while I watch for the telltale signs of a valuable item of historic significance. Hopefully even a relic of Saint Veloth himself. Ooh, this is the part where our adventure gets really exciting.
Poor Hey Hey has to watch that. I mean, Hey Hey enjoys that. Let's be honest. He's a day chicken. How do you recognize items of historical significance?
Oh, that's a skill I developed. Finally honed in the heat of battle, both metaphorical and physical. So lead on, my erstwhile apprentice, and do watch for any guardians or traps that might be waiting in hiding.
Is that why you always want me to go first?
Going first? That's an honor I wouldn't dream of denying you. And I'll be right behind you, offering advice and watching for opportunities to teach valuable lessons. You won't get this kind of an education at any university or academy.
Is that what you told your apprentice in Elsewhere?
Something along those lines. But he was too eager, running ahead before I could offer him the advantage of my experience. You don't seem to have that quirk. In fact, quite the opposite. It seems like you want to stand here and talk forever.
And I'm planning what the horrible things I'll do to you. That's okay. We turned you into a goblet in Western Skyrim.
Nothing important in there. An ornate coffer. I'll take a look while you deal with any other issues that may arise.
Oh, you mean like the ghost?
Keep your eyes peeled for traps, apprentice. I'm sure you can handle this.
Tell you what, I can't wait till the companion system comes out and I can have an NPC ally who's actually competent helping me.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Great opportunity for you to impress me, though.
Whoa. Why couldn't he get barbecued?
I believe I see the treasure vault on the other side of this chamber. Away, foul creatures!
Narcissus, don't run off on your own.
The bracelet of Indrel Bellow, I'm sure of it.
Narcissus. Did you get yourself stuck again?
Ah, damn these trap spaces and their tempting gaps. I hate to be a bother. Could you get me out of here, please?
You seem to have a knack for getting into tight situations.
So good of you to notice. I'm quite proud of my ability to turn any situation into a dramatic scene for my next book. Anyway, I believe you'll find another series of wall plates to push in the chamber to my right.
I could just leave you in there.
That's a rather ungrateful attitude, after I graciously agreed to take you under my wing. If you don't let me out, however, we won't be able to use the key I found in here. I'm quite certain it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
There's another section?
Almost certainly. The scroll clearly described a final treasure vault, and we haven't come across anything like that yet. So, do a dark elf a favor and go push a wall plate. It's the second one from the left. Or is it the right?
Alright, I'll see if the wall plates will open this door.
Ouch! Try pushing the correct button this time. Yo! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Oh, he's finally learning! Yes, I'm doing it on purpose, you pompous jerk!
Oh! Something just shocked me.
Maybe you'll learn your lesson this time.
Sturdy key. Let's see if it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
Yeah, kind of a...
Ah, sweet freedom. Onward. You deal with this. I wouldn't want to deny you a chance to demonstrate your impressive combat prowess.
I am the personal disciple of Abner Tharn. I don't need to prove anything to you.
Why they prefer tools like this is beyond me.
Did anyone just see Hey standing in the fire?
Apprentice, you missed a few.
Let's smack the stupid out of you. Then when you get out, I'm gonna smack the stupid out of you. It's a shame you can't tell people that in real life sometimes.
Tiles set in the floor. I've seen this before. Panels on the walls. Do you see any differences? I suppose the order is important, but a few of the panels have fallen into disrepair.
Alright. The map shows us some of what needs to be used, and this gives us an idea of some of the others, because you see we have that one, followed by that one, followed by I have told someone that that does sound like something you would say.
That's it. Just step in the proper order and the way will be open.
Nope, that was the wrong. Yeah. It's usually my cat that hears it. Hold on. I keep forgetting that I have to do this. So this. I didn't spell that correctly. Hold on. Veloth. Nope, I spelled that correctly. V-E. Why are you doing this to me? Hold on, I'm gonna have to exit and re-enter. It's messed up. If you try too many times, sometimes you have to reset it. But basically, you have to spell out Veloth in the Daedric alphabet is how you get across. Just walk on incorrect panels until it resets. Okay. V. E. Okay, hold on. So there's V, E, and it's that one. L. Yeah, they got the alphabet wrong in this setup. There. What? Oh, I have to talk to Narcissus Dren, okay.
Think of the stone tiles set into the floor as a giant locking mechanism. We just need to determine the proper combination to open the way forward. Of course, there's probably some kind of conundrum built in.
You've dealt with a puzzle like this before?
Of course! But no two puzzles are ever exactly the same. The scroll described a proper path to ancient honors. Or was it to honor the ancients? No matter. Close enough. We just need to determine the correct order in which to walk the stone tiles.
What happens if we get it wrong?
That's where the conundrum comes in. Check the panels on the wall and see if they provide any insight. I'll supervise and run through the huge catalog of adventure obstacles and how to counteract them. I memorized it for just such situations.
Let me know when you think of something. Oh, hey, by the way, door's open.
Did you see that flash of gold? A blessing from St. Veloth for sure. Come to Narcissus, you beautiful golden head.
I wouldn't just grab a golden skull.
And look, another passage opens. That will lead to the treasure vault most assuredly.
Tomb of the Matriarch. Oof, that doesn't sound good.
I'm just guessing, mind you, but I dare say that skull belonged to a son or grandson of St. Veloth. What a spectacular discovery!
Maybe you should have left the skull where you found it.
Nonsense. Did you see it? Emeralds for eyes, covered in gold. It's better than anything in my collection. Don't let odd sounds disturb you. I learned long ago to just hum the tune to the Red Mountain drinking song and keep moving forward.
But the skull was hidden behind a gate with magic protecting it from people like us.
There are no people like us. We solved the puzzle and uncovered the secret. You did all the work, of course, but I had it figured out the moment we entered the chamber. I was ready to help if you needed it. Now, let's see what's waiting inside.
Very well, let's continue on.
To the ancient crypt! My next book is going to be a trilogy for sure!
No, this doesn't look good.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. This place is ancient. These must be Veloth's earliest ancestors. I'll perform a thorough historical examination while you deal with any inconveniences that happen our way.
Inconveniences? Is that what you're calling an army of the undead attacking us?
Preserved bodies, not cremated ashes. A technique that predates the earliest Dark Elves.
No, it's a giant skeleton monster. How does it have vital parts? It literally doesn't have any organs.
Ancient stairs. Those often lead to ancient treasures.
Yeah, actually in Pathfinder you can't even crit skeletons, Joe. They're completely immune to critical hits. Because they have no critical parts to hit, so which makes total sense.
This is disappointing. Where's all the treasure? Nothing but some broken crates and an old well. Narcissus Dren never fails like this. I blame you, apprentice.
Oh, blame me. Blame the lizard.
My translation was nearly perfect, so how could this be? Where are the relics? The treasure? There's nothing here but some busted old crates and a decrepit old well.
I suppose, but you'd have to smash them. You couldn't really slash or pierce them, so I guess maybe you could crit them with a bludgeoning weapon, or like a fire, like you crit them with like a spell attack to blow the ribs apart. But like I don't think a slashing weapon or a piercing weapon, it makes sense. But I guess that the old scroll was wrong.
No, that's impossible. Ancient scrolls lead to discovery and treasure, not disappointment. I blame you, apprentice. You obviously don't have the attitude and temperament necessary to make great discoveries. You've ruined my expedition.
Slash the joints. Maybe. That might work. If you hit them with the right amount of force, maybe you could snap off a rib. Yeah. Wasn't it worth it just for the adventure?
Isn't that a noble sentiment? But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what it takes to do what Narcissus Dren does. You're nothing more than an apprentice.
Okay, we got a choice. We can either tell him that I'm sure you can make it sound good when you write it. Is he Lockhart? He's kind of like the Elder Scrolls Lockhart. We can either tell him that you make it sound good when he writes it, or didn't I read somewhere the Chimer hid their treasure in their whales and trick Narcissus? So we'll give you a moment to decide if we're going to trick him or if we're just going to tell him, yeah, you know, make it sound good. Just stand there and look grumpy, Narcissus. We're deciding what we're going to do with you. How about trip him? I can't trip him, but we did turn him into a mug already. So I mean, we did technically already do something really bad to him in Western Skyrim. Trin is worth the exception. Okay, so we got one for tricking him. And then we got one who wants to do something bad to him, so would getting him stuck in the well suffice? I mean, I'd give up any kind of gold compensation for this quest just to see him stuck in the well. Okay, so I got 2 for sticking in the well. We'll give it another 10 seconds. If we don't get an answer from anyone else in the chat, we'll go ahead and proceed with tricking him. Tricking him it is. Okay. Didn't I read somewhere that Chimer hid their treasure in their wells?
Of course! Narcissus Dren and the Well of Gold! One of my earliest adventures. Why didn't I think of that? I take back everything I said. You are a good apprentice. Now, let's see what they hid away in that old well.
You might want to get a closer look.
I think you're right, apprentice. There's no water down there, and I definitely see a gleam of gold.
I don't.
Hey! I assume that was a mistake on your part. I reiterate my earlier observation. You're a terrible apprentice. Hello? Is anyone there? A little help, please?
Nope. You done goofed, son. You done goofed. I'll tell your you can't smack the stupid out of everybody. If only that worked on everybody. But hey, this gives his Nordic sweetheart a chance to rescue him and maybe claim his heart from the cold grip of his own ego. Now, his name is Narcissus. He's never gonna, like, he's named after Narcissus. He's never going to change. He is so far up his own ass that he can see out of the other end. I apologize. I don't know if there's a child watching, and I probably shouldn't say words like that.
Now's not the time to take a break. Narcissus will be out soon, I'm sure.
No, he really won't.
It's good to see you again. Finished exploring the tomb. But where's Narcissus? I miss that dark elf terribly, you know.
Narcissus is doing quite well. He went to check out one more hole in the ground.
That sounds like my Narcissus. Always wanting to explore just one more nook and cranny. I assume he'll be along shortly for one of my shoulder rubs. Allow me to pay you for your service. It is the standard rate for Narcissus apprentices.
He doesn't deserve you. He does not deserve you at all. Ugh. Narcissus apprentice. Oh, so we shoved him down a whale, we locked him in a coffin, and we turned him into a goblet. I mean, I wonder what we'll get to do to him next. Ugh. You know, normally I feel really bad about treating people like this, but you know, Narcissus Dren is always the exception. Into a well, yes. And he's doing just well. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. We absolutely, positively did not push him off for being a pompous jerk. Alright, that's one. He must have fallen hard. Check for concussions. Hey, maybe I'll get a mention in his next book, though, as the apprentice that betrayed him. Whoa, Flame Matriarchs just came out of nowhere. Story of the Master Villain, yes.
You surprise me, outsider. All here assembled say you are both brave and courteous, a hero worthy of praise. Yet, I still sense a hidden motive. You showed us respect, so I will do the same by asking you directly. What really brings you to Aldrin?
I'm looking for the Helren ancestral tomb. Do you know anything about it?
I do not know this name, Paleron, but there is an ancestral tomb nearby. It hides among the rocks to the west, beyond the fire river we call Brura. I would not go there, outsider. Tombs are like guars. Left untended, they grow wild and feral.
Have you been inside?
No, but I have heard their cries. The spirits that dwell there sound anguished. They have a story to tell, I think. They long to be remembered. I'm sorry, but I have no ear for their tales. My basket is already full of the Ashlanders' troubles.
I understand.
That was some first-rate diplomacy. You're practically a clan friend already. I saw you speaking to the wise woman. What did she say?
She said that there's a tomb nearby, but restless spirits haunt its halls.
No surprise there. Without communion, our ancestors grow agitated. We Dark Elves tend to be prickly in life. We're doubly so in death. I have to know if the tomb belongs to my family, but I'm in no great hurry to cut down the spirits of my ancestors.
I can investigate it for you.
Would you? What a relief. Take this sash. It bears the Heleron family crest. If the spirits lurking in the tomb are of Heleron blood, they'll recognize it. It might not keep them from attacking, but it should convince them that your motives are pure.
What should I look for?
Anything that could prove it's my family's tomb. Seals, engravings, anything. You could also try talking to the spirits. The tablet I found referred to someone named Dranon, a family patriarch. Perhaps you'll find him inside. 3 protect you.
All right, let's head in. Ow. Well, the tag on the door said it was the right place, so it must obviously be the right place, right? Right?
Halt, outsider. You bear our crest, but your blood runs dry as ash. You are no Haleron. If you come as a friend, prove your intent, pay homage, or join us in death.
It's a trap. Unfortunately, this is a trap we're going to have to follow.
We were nomads once. It was Saint Veloth's doing. He taught our hearts to wander. In those days, the first Ashkams called me brother.
Okay, that's the first shrine.
We gave our hearts to the ash, to the mountains. We linked arms with the other tribes and hunted the great Scar. With my spear, I struck the final blow. All of Veloth's children embraced in triumph. Then, everything changed. After Scar fell, my people cried out for the quiet life. With crops and strong houses, we silenced our Velothi hearts and settled beside the Fire River. Scar provided with chitin and meat. We thrived. There was peace for a time, then bloodshed. The first Ashkans grew old and died. New Ashkans took their place, with souls dark as pitch. They painted their faces and slaughtered us, with our home and history lost. The last of the Halerons left the wastes in silence. You've paid your respects and listened, even as my family tries to kill you. Your heart is pure. Come, find me in my tomb. I will speak with you there. I sometimes forget the courage and vigor of the flesh. Years hardness make us cold and suspicious. On behalf of my family, I beg your forgiveness. What brings you to our forsaken tomb? Yours is the only living heart that knows our sad tale.
You are not forgotten. Your descendant Delrith Helron sent me.
Truly? The Heleron name survives? Then there is hope for our house after all. You must take my spear and deliver it to this Drellith. As long as a member of my house carries that spear, the strength of the Heleron lives on.
I'll deliver the spear in your story. Do you want me to tell him anything else?
Yes. Tell him that Aldrin was, is, and forever shall be our home. So long as my house lives in exile, the spirits that haunt this tomb shall never know peace. Drellith must claim his share of this land.
The Ashlanders controlled Aldrun. How should he stake his claim?
The children of Ash may have forgotten our name, but they will not have forgotten that spear, the weapon that slew the great Emperor Crab. Their wise women and far seers will know its power. If he brandishes the spear, they will listen.
See, I like this. There's like a lot of lore and stuff with like the family is like, you know, this is our ancestral weapon. It has power. Like, a sword and a stone, but a spear. And instead of a stone, a crab. What? Can't cross the lava? Do. Can't touch this. What? What lizard? Do. Can't touch the lizard. No, can't touch the lizard. Do.
You're back. Just in time, too. The Ashlanders' mood has soured since you set out. I'm not sure how much longer I can linger here. Tell me, did you find anything in the tomb?
You were right. It was the Helren tomb. Your ancestor Delroth told me to give you this spear.
Is this? By the three, this is Calderas, the Heleron spear of myth. I've seen illustrations, but I never thought I'd hold it in my hands. Remarkable. Did my ancestor say why he wanted me to have it?
Delroth killed Scar with it. Your ancestor struck the final blow that killed the Emperor Crab.
So my ancestors fought alongside the Ashlanders to bring down the great Emperor Crab. Unbelievable. But what happened to them? Why did they vanish?
The Ashlanders slaughtered them. Delroth wants you to know that Alderaan is your home. Or Alderaan.
Yes. In the shadow of Scar, we found our home. There are few things more sacred than a dead hero's wish. I will see our home rebuilt, our tomb restored. I will honor my ancestors. House Heleron owes you a great debt, my friend. Thank you. Wise mothers, I apologize for my haste earlier. I was simply desperate to reunite with my ancestors.
That spear. I sense. Where did you come by it?
Our mutual friend found it in my family's tomb. It belonged to my ancestor, Dranoth Heleron.
Dranoth? Wise one. Isn't that... Yes. The unsung. Wiped from our history when he led his kin away from the Velothi path.
You know him then? Dranoth battled Scar alongside your people, didn't he? He used this spear to fell the beast.
Yes. Dranoth's kin. Your kin. were once clan friends. When Dranuth left the path, our Ashkan slaughtered him and his people. A sin that still haunts us. We rarely speak of it.
Perhaps we can make amends. I have no quarrel with the tribes, but my ancestors have claim here. Aldrin is our home.
Absolutely not. The houses claim our land, our livelihoods. They will not take Scar from us as well.
Farseer, I have no desire to displace anyone. I will welcome the Velothi people to my table. Your pilgrimages, your cairns, your celebrations, all will remain as it is. You have my word.
The sins of your great houses do not wash away the Unsung's claim. The Velothi people own the past, even when it is inconvenient. Settle here if you wish, son of Dranoth. I only pray that Scar is big enough for both of us.
Thank you, wise one. You honor me and my ancestors. I vow to show your people equal respect.
Oh, that's a giant crab. I'd never noticed that before. But they turned the crab into... Okay, that's absolutely terrifying. That's a giant crab, guys.
Turns out a gang of orcs were behind it.
Okay, well, I am going to make tracks away from here as quickly as I can because I have no interest in staying near such a humongous crab any longer than I have to because, yeah, no. Just no. Alright, where is the next location on the map where I need to go? Alright, we're off towards the next location. Yes. Except it's not so shiny. Okay, I have to admit, there's a lot of great songs in Moana, but I'm Shiny is not one of them. At least not in my opinion. If you like the song, that's fine. It's not one of my favorite songs. I mean, no, the crab himself is genius. I'm just not a big fan of his song. It's like I just feel like the song could have been a little bit better, but that's just my personal opinion. I love the crab. I like how he's covered in jewels and he's really vain, and it's like everything else about the crab is spot on. I just don't like his song. Welcome to this town, we're gonna do another quest. That's fair.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg-hen out of the mine and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobeda.
What's going on here?
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business.
What's going on in the mine?
Some of our egg hands have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redoran should be arriving any minute to, you know, survey.
So you've trapped the sick egg hands in the mine?
Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redoran will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. I have other matters to attend to.
I'll talk to Foreman Lothdar. Warning, guys. If you're wearing headphones, you want to turn down the volume during this scene, or you want to take the headphones out. This is going to get really loud, and I apologize in advance. There's really nothing I can do about it. This quest is just loud in general. That's why I'm letting you know now instead of waiting. So.
Can't you hear it? The song. It's all wrong. We have to fix it.
Bah. Fresh air's not going to do the trick, boss. Whatever's down there has still got a grip on him.
Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Redoran types have... Wait, you're not House Redoran? Ah, should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thugwood if you aren't careful.
Tell me more about what's going on in there, in the mine.
Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too.
What is the sound doing to the egg hands exactly?
It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thugbrute senseless to drag them out here. Ugh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go.
Maybe I can help you investigate.
Maris Mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redoran surveyors show up. But to Sovngarde with that. I want my people home safe. Do what you need to do, but don't stay in there long. I don't want that song to claim you too.
Can you tell me anything more about this song?
Well, it's barely a song. It's just a mash of notes, you know? Crawls up behind your eyeballs and makes you dizzy, paranoid. I've been working in these mines for years, and I've never heard the like. Might have something to do with all the quakes.
Quakes?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Red Mountain's been pretty ornery lately. We've been dealing with minor cave-ins for weeks. Could be that one of those tremors uncovered something it shouldn't have.
Oh dear, I may be partially responsible for this. Well, not partially responsible. I didn't do anything, but I know what's causing Red Mountain to be ornery. Because Red Mountain's being ornery because Vivek is losing his power, and I'm supposed to be working to solving that problem. And yeah, we're kind of taking our sweet time doing that. But you know, c'est la vie. Carpe diem, carpe jugulum. Go for the day, seize the day, go for the throat. That's what I was talking about right there.
You hear it, don't you? But it's not as it should be. Not at all. The song is calling. You hear it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. Swimming in there. Can you see the melody? The harmony? Please, you have to see it.
What did I just hear? What did I hear just now?
A song. The song. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see its tones, its colors? It should help make things clear, make things whole, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has to be fixed.
How do I fix it?
Open your ears. You have to find it, the melody. It's shattered and hidden. You see? Tucked away in the noise, but it's there. It has to be. It has to be.
Okay, this is really bad. Hey, hey, don't put her, no, hey, hey, don't put her out of her misery.
It's not time yet. It should be quiet. It should be sleeping. Damn groundquakes. Must have been. Must have been. What are you? No! I can't leave. Not yet. I tried to follow the foreman. I did. But it won't let me. Not until everything is as it should be. Not until everything is perfect.
Slow down. The song is doing this to you?
Yes! Yes! The song! You've heard it. I can tell. It should be quiet. It isn't ready. It isn't perfect. But someone interfered. The ground shook and... Oh, the meddling! They broke it! They ruined it!
So a person's responsible for this?
Yes, yes. But not one of us. No, it's a tinkerer. A meddler. Poking around and breaking things. Soiling them. He has to be punished. Yes! The song has to be pure. Has to be perfect. If not, the consequences... Oh, the consequences!
Try to stay calm. I'll find this meddler. And as the deeper we get, the louder the sound will become. They killed their own queen.
Queen is dead. Dead and gone just like the rest. The song made it happen. Made them do it. Mama, Breton, Queen, Egg Hand, all the same. All just meat. They killed her. Killed their own queen. Do you see what it does? What it's doing? Broken. All broken. Just the mind for now. But soon, everywhere.
What do you mean everywhere?
It's spun out of control. Can't you feel it? It echoes and grows. Echoes and grows. Soon it'll be too loud for the mind to contain. Everyone will hear it. Everyone. Then... No! We have to fix it.
Where is it coming from? What do I need to do to fix it?
Has to be fixed. Has to be perfect.
Yeah, the deeper we get, the more often the sound will come too. Well, we know what's causing the sound now. Dwemer equipment. This is some kind of tonal magic. We're in a dwarven ruin. Yep. Yeah, remember they said that the true melody is hidden somewhere in the sounds that people are making. So the true melody is hidden.
really thought I had it that time. Curse you, you buzzing hunk of junk. This is spite, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke you, all right? I should never have touched this damn thing. Stupid Revis. Just have to tinker with everything, don't you? Gracious. You nearly gave me a heart attack. You're a Redoran enforcer, are you? Look, I'm near to fixing this thing, I promise. Wait, how are you not a mumbling imbecile? Don't bother answering. I can't hear a thing. Ears are plugged, see?
What's going on with this device?
Device? Oh dear, you're just as mad as the others, aren't you? Look, try to focus. This resonator is broken. I need to set these dials to the correct sequence, but I can't hear the tones. Are you aware of any sequence it could be set to? Just... Excellent, he said, expecting the worst. Just turn these dials until you think they're in the correct sequence. That lever there seems to execute the pattern. I'm sure that if the dials are in the correct position, something will happen.
Alright, let's try it. No.
Something's happening. I think you got it. Yes, that's it. It's working. I hope.
What happened? Come on, let's get out of here.
Ha! See? Everything worked out. I have a small camp set outside of this room. We can talk there.
Reewish.
The hero of the hour. You have my deepest thanks and most heartfelt compliments. The fact that you fixed it in your clearly addled condition. Exemplary work.
What? Wait, what just happened? Wait, what just happened? Did I just get disconnected? I think I just got disconnected. Oh, that sucks.